to the first team. But from a black and white point of view, they'll be hoping for a W against the Cape Town outfit. Teams about to make their way down onto the park, looking at the Jeppe side. Andre Polton at number 1, Bonga Ngumalo in the 2 jersey. Look at Trevisan in that tight head from last year. Lisha in the number 4 jumper. He makes his debut for Jeppe High School for boys. Luke Cannon returns from where he left off last year in the lock position. Wongando's a new addition at in number 6 position. Klaasen moves from lock to the open side flanker position. And Risima Kosa also changed there. He goes from lock last year to the 8th man. He also is a vice captain of the team. Talon Satola, the youngster in the side at number 9. Matthew Kutsia, number 10 there, the center pairing of Macmillan Mwana and Kutazo Rashivaga. Both these gentlemen involved in the under-18 Craven Week side last year. Leroy Ditagiso, bit of a scare for him. Had a bit of an ankle niggle earlier this week, but he's fit and ready to go. Lindelani Gambule at number 14, and then Sanele Similani, the young brother of Wandile Similani, makes up the 15 that will run out for Jeppe.
Well, interesting times indeed. Just looking at the Paarl Boys High. Well, we'll start with fullback. At fullback, you know, they've got Van der Merwe, who's going to be very vital. And, of course, at the left wing is a Stuart. And Jake Sopt, who will be running at right wing. So the 2 centers is Fransman and Joubert, will be operating in the middle of the park. And that combination between Keegan Smith and, of course, at 9, including its Viam Mantour, will be very vital in this game, Lucky.
We'll go through the rest of that team sheet now as Mentour kick things off. And the first penalty will go the way of Jeppe High School for boys. Just reckless.
Very reckless there. He came in very high.
Be careful, no?
He couldn't really just hold his horses there. He could have really just been so careful. He's lucky he's not having a card.
He's very fortunate because there's plenty of time to pull out there.
Jeez.
There's no contest. He's never going to get to that ball there. Game continues now with Paarl having a look over the top there. Similani will clean up. He has a look just beyond the defender, but it's well guarded by none other there than Ruben Damas. Tackles need to be kept low there. The man in charge is Regat O'Neill, assisted by Willem Swart as well as MJ van de Westhuizen.
Behind, please, guys. Behind.
So Mentour there occupying the number 10 position. Let's see what the big men up front look like as we kick to the corner. De Toy is on the loose head side. In the center of them is Miller and Johan van der Merwe onto the tight head. The locks of Dion Small as well as Jaden Joubert. Good luck telling those 2 players apart. Jaden Joubert as well as Tristan Joubert are twins, and speaking to the team, the only way to notice the difference between the 2, one's got braces and one doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're happy just to play together in the same team. It's a privilege, actually, if you ask me.
Very few and far between. You'll see brothers playing in the same side. Onto the ball now. Smith looking for some willing runners. That ball pops out and it goes backwards. So play allowed to continue. Over the ball there, just not long enough there for Ngumalo. They're hanging on to the tackle so far. Jeppe. They go the same direction, this time with Van der Merwe. In the thick of things now is De Toy. Change of direction for Miller. He's driven back by Risima Kosa, amongst others. Came straight through the gates there. They're fronting up Jeppe in the early exchanges. No way yet for Paarl, but they're practicing good patience.
Leave it.
Pod set up here, and again, no way through. Quicker ball on this occasion with the hands, but same result.
Leave it.
Continuity good here from Paarl as they make their way into the 22, and now it opens up slightly. That tackle had to be made. Was a 2v1 over to that left-hand side there. Trevisan takes a player down. Plays the ball into the 22. The smallest player on the park, Talent Sithole, straight over the ball. And you would have thought he wouldn't have survived that, but he hung on there for dear life. And that's exactly what you want. Great start by Jeppe.
Yeah, I think his timing of Sithole there was brilliant. I mean, he waited for his opportunity to bounce that ball. And I must say, defense from the Jeppe boys, they looked very comfortable, you know. Looks as if they were very comfortable. They were not under pressure.
Quick ball there for Paarl. Tester here for Similani. Does well. Thumping tackle into the 22. But it was high.
Yeah, it is. It's high. It's a new law.
But excellent under pressure. We'll discuss the new laws to see which side of the fence you sit.
Well, the kick was very good and well-weighted kick, and the chasing was out of this world. He needed just to be a little bit lower. Yeah. Not even wrapping the arms there.
Yeah, good appreciation there of the law. So, Jeppe find themselves in the opposition half for the first time in the early exchanges. Jeez, it's tough to think that we've only had 4 minutes of rugby. It really has been end-to-end. Cannon down to Sithole. Kutsia now looking for Vice-Captain Kosa. Finds him. Macmillan Mwana. Some footballer skills from Rashivaga. It's the right idea there. You could see what he was trying to do, but just...
Yeah, you see, what I really enjoy just watching these players now they've got options. You see, even if you are tackled, just look around and see if you can unleash someone else who's really supporting. As that offload nearly worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we saw that earlier on games where Help Mekar used it as a weapon in the first half. It worked superbly for them, but in the second half, they kind of like really just died down and not allowing themselves the accuracy of making sure that they offload sticks. So,
first scrum of the day here, solid from both sides. Not even giving an inch.
Outside.
Nentu. Super. Super, super, super.
Yeah, you see, that's a very good kick. I mean, all the teams will definitely punish you there because you cannot cover all the fields on all the sides. So there was a space that was open on the far side of the park. And then I bet you if the fullback really just as Similane went on the other side, it was going to be open this side on the near side of the park. So you'll always find space. It's just a matter of just looking and see where the fullback is standing and execute. Simple.
There was a tactical kick there. Right, first maul we see now from Paarl Boys. They're rolling forward here are Paarl Boys.
Step by step.
Momentary stop. Where's that ball?
Playing advantage.
Slowing the ball down.
Playing
Player
advantage,
there.
not rolling away. That was fine there. Playing advantage, not rolling away.
So that player there just found himself in and amongst the thicker things.
Don't pre-bind, don't pre-bind. Captain, don't pre-bind.
Okay, let's see what the setup looks like here. The big men will carry up front. Stopped there by Cannon. Still keeping it amongst the tight forwards. Short ball behind the corner.
Ooh.
And try time it is for Paarl.
Gee, I didn't see him coming there.
Did not see.
Oh, on the blind side.
Not to see him coming. But they get themselves on the scoreboard to Paarl Boys.
Yeah, there is sustained pressure there from the Paarl Boys. As it was Jeppe. Well, they build it up the momentum there with their forwards. And he was just lurking there behind. And just have a look at this. Number 9 just passed the ball, just a gropa a la Gregan. They used to call this a move. Gregan and Georgie Gregan just coming behind there, hang it and coming in at pace as it converts. So adds another 2 points.
2 points added there for Paarl, courtesy of Jaden Jeppe. Solid start.
Are you going left or right? keep them behind the ball, please.
Start there from
You
Paarl.
can take it off the pitch if you like. Just take them, keep them behind the ball, please.
It's here, the head of Eland House. He gets things going here. It's the try scorer,
Playing advantage.
Jeppe. Gets onto that
Not
ball
lifting
there.
it.
It was taken early in the year, so penalty advantage. And, just got to keep that penalty count down.
Yeah, it shouldn't really mount a lot because they're going to put themselves under so much pressure. This was going to be their opportunity inside the opposition's half. As Paarl was definitely going to be kicked that ball out. And they would have an opportunity to play.
Sure.
It's a good thump. It's a good thump, that one.
I know.
From Mentour.
It's really solid, and now Miller in conversation
Number 9,
with the
2 by
Toy.
2, all the time, please. You guys, you can adjust. Are you fine? Go.
So now we've got the right amount of players in the line out.
Sack is fine.
Sack is good there. But the recycling of the ball, paramount here for Paarl.
Backwards.
It's left behind and has to clean up, does Damas. Got to hang on to those tackles. They're still going. Quick hands. And that will result in the knock on
Leave
there.
it, guys, leave it,
So
leave
just
it.
that rush defense from Jeppe being effective on this occasion.
Yeah, it's very effective. I'll tell you what, because I mean, if you're a ball carrier, I mean, if you don't have pressure that is coming right straight at you, I mean, you will have enough time and space to do whatever that you want to do. So if you can feel that there's players that are coming in, they want to tackle you, you know that you just got to let the ball go or you're going to make a decision. So you're forcing the attacker to make the decision ASAP, as quickly as possible, and you mustn't dictate the play. So there it was a perfect example from Jeppe Boys, just shooting up onto the line, putting so much pressure onto the Paarl Boys.
Sit. Relax, guys, relax.
Now the front row giving an inch at scrum time here.
You, dropping your knee to the ground. You need to up now, okay. Call it again, Bum, thank you.
In the early exchanges, Trevisan definitely has got the better of the Toy there. I'd like to see the action going on that far side.
Yeah, oh, that's a always exciting battle right up in front for these young men.
Point. Sit.
Solid scrum from the men from Kensington. Left it behind, but still available here. He's got to straighten, does Mungwana. Have no idea where that pass was coming from. Now we're offside there. So promising attack quickly turns into defensive pattern.
Yeah, well, the idea was good. There was a whole lot of space on the outside, if you ask me. But then again, the execution of the passing was not that great. Already they've created an overlap, but just have a look at the passing, where they're passing each other. Right at the back, instead of just passing it in front so that the players can run onto the ball. And they could be paying dearly.
It could be.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of wonderful variation on the last line out time
Blue,
here.
open up at the back. Blue, open up.
Crowd is really filled in
Keep it on the line, please.
for the last 3 games. So following this, King Edward up against Grey, and then the All Boys have a game here. So it falls for Jeppe kindly. Chance for them to exit, and
That
now
player
they can
there,
do so with no
release,
pressure.
number 10. After making the tackle on the ground, you need to release the player.
Yeah, well, Jeppe will be very happy about this now. They'll have to release pressure.
There's the man that needs
Coach
no
Erasmus.
introduction.
Guys, we need to tell the numbers.
Former Lions player.
We need to tell the numbers, okay?
Well, I beg your
Let's
pardon,
understand each other,
the
please.
former Lions coach.
Yeah,
And he's gone back again there at Western Cape.
came up just for a
Hold on,
breather,
hold on.
then back down again.
Playing advantage.
Yeah.
Offside that line is that entire line there, encroaching as they say. So again, Jeppe now just getting a couple of those meters on. They were under the pump a little bit earlier on in terms of the penalty count. And now it's a time for Paarl to track back. Mr. Drickus Venter, the head of Dijkerhouse, also the first team head coach, and he's assisted by Peter Nguveni, as well as Dr. Reg Hammond, who operates in the forwards. Take there by Risima Kosa. Can they do what Paarl managed to do a couple of phases ago? Still going here. Jeppe, arm is out, so a bit of freedom to play with now. So Tole has a look, he has another look. Kutsia changes direction. Can Poulton get in? That's very well held up.
Gee, yeah. Gee.
Very well held up there. I'd like to see a bit of wrestle and tussle there from McKinnon. But excellent there from Keegan Smith to deny Jeppe.
Gee, I thought he was on the money there.
Don't
Hey,
pre-bind,
he was
guys,
over
don't
the try
pre-bind.
line.
Quick ball to the centres. Pod set up at centre field. The Rassie Erasmus World Cup move.
Advantage.
They're still going. This looks much better. Much better. It is.
Guys, that's held up. Number 6, come here. Captain, where's the captain?
Let's
So
see
you've
now.
just been
Ooh,
penalized.
someone
for
is
a
in
holding
trouble, yeah.
there, number 4. This is number 6. He's on the ground continuously holding a player's neck. That's off his go.
Gee, that's a Van der Merwe.
Cynical there. You heard the referee on the mic.
Do you want to have a talk? Yeah? Hold it, hold it. Guys, they're just going to have a talk. Wait.
This is good captaincy from Paarl. Just conceded a yellow card. We're a little bit under the pump. Referee, can I just have a chat? Get my guys a bit of a breather. Get them reset. So Tole now, ball into the centres. Third time does it. Bonga Ngumalo
Yeah.
stands up with a 5-pointer. Does the hooker. You felt it was coming. I was just about to say, Mac, they should not rue these opportunities because they were just so near, so near, so near. You don't want to walk away there with nothing.
Yeah, it was a very good variation, if you ask me. They did this move just earlier on, but then again, now this time, it's a long pass. And then, of course, with the drive, that was there. So they kept it going until they were over the try line. So this was the first one where they were held up. The initial try was this one with a nice little slip pass, Paul Ngumalo just going over the try line. No one else was watching him. And this is what we talk about. You know, good variation, and then it works. Just being accompanied by great execution.
Keep them behind. Okay?
Excellent there from
Take it off the
Jeppe
pitch,
High School
keep
for
them behind.
boys. Both teams, one visit each into opposition. 22 coming away with maximum points. This game really is sizzling up nicely. So down to 14 men. I'll just have that in the back of their minds. Another excellent take there.
Leave it!
Kutsia gets to Poulton. Sitole is under
There's a knock on.
pressure.
Knock on in the tackle.
Got to do some
Advantage
cleaning
knock on
up
in the
here.
tackle.
There's no halfback. They do have the
Still playing
knock-on
advantage for a knock-on. Step,
advantage.
Step, step. Hold it.
Yeah, nothing coming from there.
Advantage. Knock
Yeah,
on.
these players are
In a
quite
tackle.
smart now. I mean, they've heard that the ref is playing advantage, so they want to give it a go. You never know what can happen.
Have
They
a
might
go.
be breaking there right in the middle of the park and trying to score on the other side, as they've been smart about it. It's unlike in the olden days. Once you get a penalty, you just put the ball down and the ref.
You
But
dot it down.
Things have changed so much now.
You enforce a knock-on.
Well, because you want that penalty, but now it has changed
There's
in
some
terms
the
of
old
the
boys. That will be on later.
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Boys
Crouch.
up against Affie's Old Boys at 8 o'clock.
Fine.
I wonder how much training these guys have done.
Sit.
I have one about first bonke. First. Man v man.
Yeah.
Big scrum. Macmillan on clean-up duty.
Hey, leave it. Leave it.
Referee said leave it.
Time to pick up your body weight.
Not supporting the body weight there.
Lying on
And
your elbow.
another get-out-of-jail-free card for Jeppe.
Yeah, they wouldn't mind this, honestly, because, I mean, this is freebie for them. Sometimes just tactical play from
And
the
the line
players.
up,
They
okay.
need to be aware where they're at and when can they really go for that ball. Not inside your opposition's half. Unless if it's probably just the ball has been swung wide, it's in the tram lines where you know that not too many people really like to clean on the outside. Then you can go for the ball. Well, the good thing about it, the ref will tell you leave it, so you have to leave it if
Yeah.
they tell you to leave it.
In case you're confused. Trevisan pops for his Sima Kosa. Ripped.
Leave it.
Here they come now. Mentor. Big passer over the top there. And the fullback had lots of work to do. Did Van der Merwe.
Tackle.
Teams are fronting up in the physical contest so far. Had to come in there.
Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. White. Leave.
Very vocal, the referee. Trying to avoid blowing that whistle there. Wants the kids to have a go.
Yeah.
No, get back. Get back. No, no. I blew. Blew back. I blew.
Excellent positioning.
I blew. Offside.
Maybe we can hear the referee louder because he's on the mic, but he was screaming 8 blue, 8 blue, 8 blue.
Yeah.
You have an option of where it was offside.
I mean, I like this ref because he does communicate with the players before he
Clear and
penalizes
effective. Yeah.
them. I mean,
He gives you a
that's-
chance.
That's a pressure, you know, just to be ref by him. Whoa.
Lababanya is up. Well, immediate.
Hey. Hey, Le chap.
But that's what you want. You want a contest. So, try scorer, Numalo. Can he feed the line here? We've seen the variation at line out time from Paarl.
Blue.
Are
Blue
Jeppe
goes to line.
equal to the
Goes
task?
line.
Line out success from Klaas, and he played lock last year, so very familiar
Okay,
with
leave the legs,
his
leave
role
the
in the
legs.
line there.
Hands out.
Careful
Hands
not
out,
to
Blue,
kill
leave the ball.
their own ball. Sitole now, Kutsia, back pocket pass. Try time. Kutadzo Rashifaga. I thought there may have been a call there for obstruction when Kutsia just changed direction, but he was happy with it, was Mr. O'Neill. And look where Jeppe find themselves taking full advantage of that extra man advantage.
Well, just earlier on, we did a game where there was a drive 5 meters towards the try line, then they took the ball straight wide and it didn't work. So this is the lesson. Once you get stopped in your ruck close to the try line, you got to make sure that you attack as close as possible. That's exactly what they did there, Jeppe, where the Fluff just took the ball and then, of course, just unleashing there the great pass, just a good running angle as well from Rashivanga. The ruck was down here, and just have a look here. He takes it in. A lot of forwards in front of him there. He realized that he had to work hard, though. That step inside made the
Still had
try.
work to do. Still had plenty work to do.
Yeah.
So that's excellent work there. Got a game on our hands here, folks. Kick receipt. We've got to take responsibility there.
Hold it.
Paarl now, chance for an attack. They love the loose ball to Paarl.
High tackle.
Again.
Slow it, captain.
Tackle rate. Chance now for Mentor to get them as closest to that line as
Guys behind
possible.
the
They
ball,
would like an
please.
immediate reply. Number 6 out or not, they'll back themselves in that situation.
Yeah. So it's 14 points to 7. I'll be very happy about this. So their strike rate is very good. Twice they're inside the opposition's half, they score.
Yep. They've got a job to do here now.
Ball.
That maul is rolling forward at a rate of knots here. The arm comes out. Guilty person is Trevisan at the bottom of that. They go quickly. Oh, he lost it. Oh, we happy.
Hey.
Bit of a rush of blood to the head, as they say. He wanted to do what he did a bit earlier on, Jane van der Merwe. The arm comes up in apology to the head coach there.
Yeah, I think he knows that really he was not supposed to do that. So apologizing to his teammates and, of course, the coach.
Yeah, it must be 7 against
So
7.
I'm not quite sure even if the other players, they were ready.
Crouch.
Yeah, that replay not quite showing there, but the tap.
Reset,
Not
guys.
good.
Relax. We're not waiting for the space side. We need to work hard on
There's
the
a young
space.
man warming
Only
up
on
there,
set
Steph
play.
van der Merwe. He
Good.
knows he's got a job to do when he comes back onto the park here. He's got to make up for time lost.
Slow call. Crouch. Fine.
There's Deputy Headmaster of Jeppe at the top of your screen there. Dr. Jason T, old Jeppe boy as well. Next to him, Mr. Peter Murison, and the long arm penalty comes. I told you about that contest between Luca Trevisan and Bernard du Toit. On this occasion here, du Toit losing out.
Come on, guys.
So he worked hard, and I tell you what,
Stay behind.
Trevisan was a cause of that collapsing maul,
Yeah.
and got them that situation. Now he turns that pressure into a penalty for his team there. That's good. It's good rugby brain there.
Yeah, that's how Jeppe actually just scored the try. They kept on just getting penalties until they were right inside their opposition's half, and then they pounced after that. So
Mr. Mark is waiting for the shoelace, okay? Yeah.
got to be very careful, just not giving silly penalties
Yeah, yeah.
away.
Wait, wait.
That's Paarl Boys High.
Guys, we need to step into
But
the
they
line
need to be
out. eh?
careful.
Only one receiver. Step in. Step in.
So shoelace is done and dusted. Cannon, the first team cricketer, got colours during the week for cricket. Wide ball here, and now can they get something on here? He's by himself, is Similani. Very slow in that ball getting out. Continuation key here for Jeppe.
Ball carrier.
Just, was it
Keep
that
up.
for sealing right there? Yeah, it was. Just players just diving in there onto the ruck. That's quite a
Stepping into
difficult
the
one. I
tackle.
mean, if they say, I must look at the rules and change it, that's probably one of the rules that I can change. Because really, if you've got the ball in hand and you're going onto the ruck, yes, I understand, you know, it's safety of the players. But it's so hard if you lose the ball like that. It's so tough. Sometimes, you know, you're just diving in because you've probably lost your balance.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom, it's a penalty against you. I think it's a tough one. Well, but it's both ways. I mean, it's the
Rules
rules
are
are
rules,
fair,
huh?
the rules are rules.
Yeah.
So we can't blame the ref.
So we're just fraction inside the 22 here.
Ball. No, no, leave it now. That's backwards, 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 guys.
Play allowed to continue here. He hangs on for dear life, does Sitole.
Leave
Tried
it
to come
wide.
in here was
Leave it.
Detachiso. Thought that ball was fair game, to be fair. Now, discipline key here for Jeppe. For Paarl, it's just a bit of patience. Joubert takes it down to ground, and now ball with the Fransman.
No, 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 leave it.
Just waiting for the gap to open up there. Meets the dirt, does Van der Merwe.
Leave it. Tackler assist. Thank you.
Jeppe, they can smell the try line, Jaden. It's really been
Leave
busy.
it, leave it! Tackler, need clear daylight. Clear daylight. Yes, Mark.
Gee, that's a tough call there, eh? Oh,
Don't dip into the tackle.
oh, they'll go again.
Go again, and they'll get it just
Short, no, it's short, short, guys. It's short. Leave it wide, leave it. Leave it wide, leave it wide. Try, no, he must leave it. They're allowed to play it. That's what I did. The ball is in a rock, you can't play. That's why I thought left it. Okay.
I think everyone's a bit confused there.
Oh, it fooled me. I was wondering there. He was short. And, well, we'll discuss it at halftime.
Okay, all right. I'll leave it for halftime. So here's another look at it again, Mac. Perhaps the courtesy of the slow-mo will do us a favor here.
Now, he was definitely short today. He wanted just to, you know, place the ball. And I think he was probably allowed to do that. He could have probably just stretched there and scored the try.
You're allowed to place the ball.
And bringing the ball back, that was allowed as well. But I think the question is that the JP players, when the ref says leave it, they could see the ball, but they couldn't play it. And the ball was available to be stolen. So,
you know what?
confusing a bit for the players there.
English is not all our first language, so I
Yeah.
think the English data bundles there went too short.
Yeah.
Who must leave?
Yeah.
Who must?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the end result is a try for Paarl Boys, so they're right back in the mix here, and they should have Van der Merwe back on the park as well. So we're all at even Stevens here.
Behind, guys,
We are
behind.
T minus
14,
5
one,
minutes.
Behind.
So let's see if Paarl can get one on the score sheet here. So it's a good contest from both teams there.
Okay, that's fine. We're going back for a knock-on. That's fine.
So knock-on advantage here. I'd be pumping up that front row to say, hey guys, look at this
Yeah.
position where we are here. We need to get stuck in, get nice and low to release the outside backs. We've seen the potential that they have there.
Yeah, it's a good contest between these two teams. It's
Wonderful.
fairly even, and you could see
And
that,
nothing
you know,
separating them at this stage.
both teams are well coached and they've got good players. And I'm afraid it's going to be one of those games where just one mistake right at the end perhaps maybe could cost a team to lose the game. But it's fairly good.
This is what you want to see. It's entertaining rugby. It's tight rugby. Really is a contest in every sense of the word thus far.
Use it, balls out.
Good service delivery for Sithole. Mongwana gets into the 22.
Leave it, tackler, leave it. Tackler assist, go.
Rasima gets a couple of meters.
Sorry.
Cannon dodges the referee. Trevisan, he gets taken low.
Leave it, rock form. Rock form, rock is form.
Well, very consistent ref there.
Playing advantage.
Going Sithole, they went 10 meters back, so opportunity here for a try. Rasima is short as well. Down the left they go through the hands. Rashid Varga. He can do no wrong, this man.
Oh,
Brilliant last year.
Over the rock, that's the...
He's had a brilliant start again this year. The question I'd be asking if I'm the Paarl captain, where was the tap taken by the halfback when he blew for that penalty? Because he was gone as soon as the whistle had even left the referee's mouth. Sithole was gone.
well, it's too late now, but I mean, the quick thinking from the Jeppe Boys High, just taking a quick one there, just keeping it right, direct rugby inside the 10-meter line towards the try line, worked superbly so, but that last pass, oh,
Could, just see that
Really?
again. I'd like to see where that was taken. Could see it. We'll look to add the extras. No, that won't do. It won't come around. But knock on from the kick receipt. We speak about the importance of the kick receipt.
Yeah, this is where it happened, where the ball was taken very quickly there by number 9. Just quick thinking there, good, clean, brilliant stuff. And then another pick up and go just to draw the players. And then just have a look at Kutse there, under so much pressure after this pass, but he did manage to give it to Rachivanga, who was at the right place. You know, sometimes these things they
Carlos
say,
Spencer. That was a pass
whether you've
there.
got it or not.
Doe lets go of the ball. Kick receipt important here. Both teams failing on either occasion. They've picked out Doe particularly there. Remember the previous kick restart, there was confusion about who must take the ball, no responsibility onto the ball. They've targeted him again, he spilled to the ball, so that'll be one place where Paarl will look to target that position on kick restart.
Yeah, well, it's probably time now for the coaches of Jeppe to change, definitely. Maybe just put the fullback right there, because it's probably better on a high ball, and put him right at the back so that he can cover that space.
Hide him.
Yeah, I mean, they do it all the time with the other teams, where you'll see that a player that can't tackle is just lurking behind in the wing, not getting involved.
Just there for
it happens.
So into the last minute here. Paarl, can they get a score on? Ball that went back. Number 10 on number 10. That ball spills out. Open play, says the ref, off the foot. Didn't survive the clean out there. Could see a territory needed here. They need to get themselves out of jail. Ripped. Here they come. Here come Paarl. Can they have the last say in the half? Massive overlap to the left-hand side if they can get the ball there. They do so now. Jeppe somehow managing to recover momentarily. Come back. Went onside. So what happens here? Do they go for the line as they've done so?
Yeah, there's a couple of times when Paarl Boys just broke the line, you know, but they recovered it from the Jeppe Boys. They've got a very good defensive system, if you can ask me. I can tell that, you know, they've worked very hard on that, because not too many teams will survive as soon as they break the line.
Yeah.
And they've done it so well, and especially for, you know, from this great Paarl Boys team, they're very good, so they're not really getting all the rewards that they can after they've broken the line, just because of good defense from Jeppe.
Another penalty advantage playing in the air this time here. Something the forwards coach must sort out at the break for Jeppe. Here they come. Here come Paarl through the hands. It's an excellent pickup. And it's an excellent try too. And what a way to ring out the half. Those half-time oranges will certainly taste a bit sweeter now. Good gather there by the 110-meter hurdler, Aiden Jacobs.
Yeah. Just how great is this? Once we've been really just talking about the very defensive system of the Jeppe Boys, and on the other side, you know, I still believe that even if you can be a good defensive team, there's got to be a space where it needs to be identified to be used. This is what exactly happened. It was open there. The scrubber came because the fullback was not covering. Barry just lost a little bit of concentration. Boom, try time.
It was a lateral kick there, a little bit unfair for Jacobs to deal with, but he had committed to the cause there.
Yeah.
Off the post. So, in all fairness, the score does reflect the epic first half that we've seen from both these teams, putting on a wonderful display of schoolboy rugby.
Yeah, just more there being collapsed.
Your ultimate destination for all your Toyota needs. Selling, buying, in need of Toyota genuine parts, or simply servicing your Toyota. Make NMI Toyota your top choice. Our nationwide dealer network is committed in offering service excellence and customer satisfaction. Choose NMI Toyota, where excellence meets automotive passion. Proud sponsor of the Noord Suid Rugby Tournament.
Don't miss out on quality insurance. Santam.
Want some? Yeah. I made it for you. Hey, give me that.
Hi guys, Junior from the DHL Stormers. I just want to wish all the boys that are playing in the Noord Suid Tournament all the very best. Go out there and have fun and enjoy. Cheers.
It takes a lot to start a business. Yeah, ne? We understand that it takes a lot. It takes a lot to earn trust, for you to put your faith in us. We're here because of you. It takes a lot to make every day feel special, to make South Africans smile. One thing though, it does not take a lot to say enkosi, buy a donkey, siyabonga. From all of us to you, we say halala. Thanks a lot.
Referee. You want to get onto the scoreboard first chair in this half just for that psychological advantage, because like you said, the game is that close. There will be that one mistake that unfortunately will mean there might be a loser from either side here. So let's see who's got enough in the tank for the next 35 minutes, because it was a grueling first half.
Yeah, Kutsia with a good start.
Stay behind the ball.
Keegan Smith
Stay
looking
behind.
for that ball there. Takes the pressure off. He's at number 10. Tester here for Sitole. I don't know if you saw that jump there from Sitole. You'll never guess what sport he plays in the summer. First team basketball.
Ah, that
You
explains
can
it.
see they've picked him for his height.
Yep. He's a negative player. He's been very busy with the toilet, just trying to get things going.
Quite a few basketballers in the side there. Risima Kosa, Kutazo Rashivaga, as well as Talent Sitole, all first team basketballers in the summertime. Just going to wait for Jeppe to receive a little bit of attention.
Yeah, Jeppe, a try scorer earlier on. He scored a
Ambo too,
brilliant
if he
try.
could just hang on to that ball that he slipped there on the line.
So he's their go man. He runs very hard, low. He's a big man, but he's got a very good technique going down and looking after the ball. Just what a lovely afternoon in Pretoria.
Oh, it's a great evening for some top-class schoolboy rugby. Do join us if you can. Still some spaces available. There's the Red Army that is streaming in. They're up next. A momentous challenge for them. They face Grey High. 6:30 kickoff in that one. I'm sure the Jeppe coaching staff will be taking notes. They're up against Grey on Monday.
Yeah.
Crouch.
So we're back into the action here. Ready to feed is Smith.
Boy. Sit.
Scrum decent
Wait,
there.
wait, wait. 12 blue. Thank you.
Work to do for Similani.
Play on, charge down.
Good reactions there from the cricketer. Opens up here. Rashivaga. He's got Leroux to his left-hand side. It's clear as daylight in front of you. Why are you slowing down there?
Yeah.
Kambule. Yeah, back himself. Yeah, off his feet. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1.
There's quite a few of those. But there've been so many penalties because the boys just leaving.
Quick change of momentum there, so we've got to tighten up in those areas. You spoke about those small margins. That's a small margin that you need to fix.
Yeah.
Promising attack immediately turns into a defensive pattern.
And it breaks you as a player. I mean, you can't really be positive, but if you know that you're still trying to knock onto the door, but it's not really opening, psychologically, it might really affect you.
Open up wide.
And this is where now the leadership needs to come in and just rally the boys and just keep them together until right at the end.
Hold it.
Taking ages, this line out here. Jeppe does what he does best. Down to Mentu. Wrap around there, that's a good play there. Ashwin Swartz, he hung that ball up nicely. They go again, they turn Jeppe back. This is good stuff here. Will that ball sit? Will it be too much? I'm sure his heart was yellow, yeah. Watching that ball tracking out of there, so they'll come all the way back there. It is the right idea, turn them back. That territory game is going to be important in the second.
Yeah, definitely. The awareness there from Paarl Boys. Maybe a little bit too much. It could have really just stayed on the field. It was going to be totally
just
different.
Up a little bit there.
Yeah, just purely because the defense of the Jeppe boys, they all press up. Really keen just to make some hits. And then there's always going to be space behind, especially if the fullback or the wing is just up onto the line.
Boy. Sit.
Sitole with the feed. Gets Rasima involved. A pickup for the first time here. It's a lovely move here to suck in some defenders onto the boot. There they go. It's going to be a foot chase now. Who's going to win this one?
Wait, guys. Wait.
Yeah.
He tried to dot it down, but I think he knocked it on.
Gee.
Down 5-4.
Well, maybe
Wait, just say, what did you see?
touch charge there. Don't see anything.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, consulting with the coaches there.
Yeah, no, right decision.
Oh,
Thanks,
but
Willem.
the move was brilliant there, just passing behind and so much space. Just have a look at the passing here. Well, he had an option here of just keeping the ball alive, but he realized that there was no one else who was covering that space. And then the key about this is they're chasing players that are coming behind.
Leave it, fakes out. No, leave it. The ball is under the leg. Ball is still in.
Slow ball here. The debutant there, Elisha, gets driven sideways. Leg drive there from Kosa.
Hold it.
Ngumalo.
Use it.
Poulton now to Cannon.
Yep, okay. Well,
You're dipping into the tackle, you must stay upright. Number 5 wide.
well, that's the law. We did mention it earlier on. There's nothing that we can do about it. The ref is correct. So perhaps maybe, you know, there's got to be a change of attitude between these two teams. You know, that's probably the only penalties that even if I can count, what both teams have been penalized, it's for exactly the same thing, both teams. So clearly the ref doesn't like that and is watching it. So the players just got to do better. Sometimes you just got to adjust, you know, and just listen to the ref and just try to understand the way he manages the game.
A team that adjusts earlier often gets a benefit of the doubt. I take nothing away from their superb defense of Paarl. Sustained the pressure there, and they now come around. Excellent ball in 2 hands here, giving Jeppe something of the same as well. Come around there, it's Van der Merwe who's operating on the wings. Quick ball here for West Smith. This is what was needed. All of a sudden, they find themselves into the 22. Interplay here, solid ball gets left behind. Come back. Come back for the high tackle.
Gee, high tackle again. Oh. Jeez, there's nothing that you can do about this, especially if you're a coach. I mean, they know that the players can't do that, but they keep on doing it. They'll need to be disciplined.
So they're going for the line here. Let's see if we can get more of the same from the likes of Jaden. Go-to man at line-out time. No points on the board in the second half as yet. That's how tight things are. Well, we'll see the opening of the scoreline here. Disruption at line-out time. Lands on the side of the black and white. Could see her having to clean up. And does incredibly well under some considerable pressure.
Yeah, he was under pressure there, definitely. That's a very good clearance from the young man. Did you say he's a head boy of some...
Head of house. Head of Ierland, yeah.
Kelly, he's a leader, yeah.
Leading from there, quite a few of them leaders in the team. So too on the Paarl side, got a 5 prefix in the Paarl Boys side.
Yeah.
So leadership aplenty here. Ball again, sending Jeppe back. Who's cleaning up there. Oh, Totsemnati, still going. Itachiso, he's been cold the whole game. He wants to get involved. But a bit too much traffic to compete with. Trouble here.
Yeah, trouble indeed.
They recover nicely once again here. It's Miller who sets the platform. Oh, yes, man. There's a bit of space there.
Yeah.
It's heating up. It's a player down for Jeppe in the background. It's got to be a canter in here. It will be a canter in. And they open the scoreline in the second half, do Paarl Boys. I think it's a twin brother there.
Yeah, that's Jeppe.
It's a twin brother, Tristan Jeppe.
Yeah, that's a great play. I mean, once again, as soon as Paarl Boys just get going with their long passing and just passing behind each other, they look very good. But there, the fly half, when he looked up, he saw two props, Mentor, and then he just challenged them just to break that line. And straight after that, you could see that the players that were really just coming in there, just support play. And there was always going to be problems, especially this time. So now they're finishing their breaks, which I really believe that Sean Rasmus, the coach, and of course David Said will be very happy about this.
Yeah.
They've tried in the first half. They didn't really
did.
just come away with it, but now it's starting to open up.
They're starting to open up. So that's a coaching compliment there. Shawnee Rasmus,
Yep.
David Sadi, Arno Blom, CJ Stander, and the manager there, Vickers. Yeah, conversion is good.
Yeah, this is where it happened. Just have a look at the break with the two prop forwards there, and the support play was amazing. It's a quick generating of the ball, just keeping it the same side, just realizing there was no one else there. A little dummy with Jeppe there. He had plenty time and space. He still had support on the outside and on an inside. Yep. He looked up. He had everything to play for there. So it made it looked easy for Jeppe.
That was really well worked. High tackle once again.
Gee.
Back they go.
Yeah.
So opportunity here to get into Jeppe's half. Flag stays down, so play continues here. I think they were as surprised as we were. Oh! Kambule goes route one. Very slow ball there. Somebody's own player there, so he's got to do better. Playing the halfback in an offside position. So chance now for Jeppe on the opposite end to get deep into opposition territory. Looking very uncomfortable, the halfback there, Talon Sitole.
Gee, that's a very good play. I mean, if he can be off, clearly the sub, not too sure who. Let me just have a look quickly. This number 9 bench, who's coming from the bench, needs to be very good. I mean, Usitole has been amazing. So Nkwezi.
Yep. Gweng that comes on. Vesima again with the back ball. A little bit messy to set up that more, but now it seems to be gathering a bit of momentum. Secondary shove. Here they go. The black and white are moving forward. Momentary stop there by Paarl Boys. They're not out the contest yet.
That ball's not going to come out.
Okay, leave it now, Blue. Leave it. You're out of the contest.
Sitole Mongwana with a short pass to Rashivaga. He's lost it. He's lost it.
He has there.
Listen, they haven't been short of opportunities, have Jeppe, so we must give credit to that Paarl defense. They have been on the line a number of times, and a number of times they have protected that white line.
Yeah, I get the feeling that now Jeppe boys just make mistakes all the time when they just come out of their rail, if you understand what I'm trying to say. It seems as if they were not supposed to do that, and once the players start doing their own thing, that's why they make mistakes.
Crouch.
And they're very good in terms of their system, same as Paarl Boys.
Okay, guys,
They just got to stick to their structure.
Give each other space.
Unless if it's something that is open out there, they can see that there's an overlap, then you can be out of the structure and do whatever that it takes to score a try.
Ndimpiwe Mjiji has come on in place of Wangondo. We spoke about that, so coaches evidently seeing what we saw as well, and enforcing that change there. So he's on the open side.
Hold it, 9. Hold it. Flanks feet. Hold it. Hold it, Blue. Get back. 8.
Ball won't go out. Similani lets it bounce, but he's got plenty of time to recover. Better discipline here from Jeppe at breakdown time. Punts it a bit forward there. Not too many other options he had, so he set off Rashivaga. Net gain there, Jeppe.
Yeah. But what a recovery there from Paarl Boys. Cool, calm and collected under
No one
pressure.
panicked. No one panicked.
Yeah, just out making a clearance, just settling the things down.
Speaking to the manager a little bit earlier, trying to get information of the team, and I said, so how many games have you had this season? Actually, this is our first one. We've had a run around against this team. We had a chucker here, chucker there, but this is our first game of the season. But they look like a very well-oiled machine. Could see again for Kosa. He takes 3 to bring him down.
Leave it, Blue, leave it, leave it. Get off your feet, get off your feet.
Come again here, looking for Similani. Does incredibly well to hang up, waiting for support. Ball pops up. Trevisan spills it. Never expecting that ball.
Yeah, he was not.
Some tired bodies out there. Not too many changes on the go. I do see Tommy Muller, though, has been replaced.
If you're lying on your elbows, I'm not going to win. Go.
Yeah, well,
Net elbow.
there's 18 and a half minutes to go. And it's 26 points to 19. Well, perhaps maybe the coach must have a look at the bench, especially right up in front, you know, the tight 5. They are the ones that probably needs to get a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, so Christian Grundling, he's on. So too is Jordan Juster in the number 17 jumper for Paarl at this stage.
No, back at the scrum. No, come back, come back. At the back of the scrum. Not stability. Scrum.
Lost stability.
Yeah, well, Paarl have made changes. Definitely right up in front.
They're up for the scrum again.
Yep.
Stability after the set, guys.
So I think all 3 men right up in front. It's a new...
Fresh legs.
Fresh legs. So
Vital.
Yeah.
Not his first rodeo, Mr. Shawnee Erasmus. And forwards, coach here, CJ Stander.
Kijk, daai kant. Crouch. Boy. Sit.
Let's see you.
Hold it, Hein, hold it.
Very quick up into the line there. Fatsua.
Yeah.
Textbook tackle. Still with the Paarl Boys. Nobody panicking. Opening up now. Interplay between the backs and forwards, superb. This is what we know them for. They come again here. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. This is lovely stuff, man. Oh, no, stop it. Brilliant stuff there from Stef van der Merwe. I've just spoken about the interplay between backs and forwards. Nobody panicking. The ball moving seamlessly. They wait for that gap and they attack it.
So how great is this? This is the man that got a yellow card earlier on in the first half of Van der Merwe, just coming back.
That's his
in
my
the
bad
second
moment.
half, saying, okay, sorry team, and he scored a brilliant try. Just once again, defense now it's been broken from you know, Jeppe's side, and trust me, and that's a Paarl Boys team. They'll definitely punish you. They keep on doing what they're doing until they get what they want. So it's hard work now that needs to be done from the Jeppe side. We need to work a little bit better there off the ball.
Shane Lee Simonsen comes on in the number 23 jumper.
20 seconds. 20, ja.
Well, just waiting for the ref there to
Kijk, kom, speel om.
give the tick. He strikes this one. He adds the 2. So it's looking good, great now for Paarl Boys. 31 points turned to be 33 points, and this is what happened. Pass between the players has been good, and then the setup here in the middle pretending that so. He broke the line, and look at the support play. Hard running Van der Merwe, and the tackle was not great there. Too high, brushed him off. Actually, brushed off Ositole.
Yeah, just swatted him away there. Now, if Jeppe are going to make a contest here, they've got to get onto the score sheet next. If Paarl get another try here, maybe a bit too much out of the way. Let's see if Kutsia can do anything about it.
Daylight.
No
Daylight.
daylight there. It's a try scorer van der Merwe. Too hungry for that ball there. Lots of hands on hips. You see the Jeppe guys there, some tired bodies. The body language is not positive. Got to get the captain in there to shake the guys up. Ball is not out. So, opportunity here for Paarl.
They're going to run.
Turning it up now. No panic stations. Everybody's where they need to be. And now has a bit of a look up, does Mentor, and picks his corner.
Oh, yeah. Gee, that's great rugby there from the Paarl boys, playing the ball inside their half. Cool, calm and collected. As we've mentioned earlier on, no one will be panicking at that stage. No one panics, so they're doing what they do best. As a Mentor having enough time and space just to clear the ball all the way on the far side of the park for touch.
Guys, we need to open up. Half a meter from the mark, half a meter from the mark, okay?
Cannon does well. Sitole gets quickly wrapped up. Rasima gets driven and driven backwards. He hangs onto the ball, however. Kutsia. McMillan catches the ball behind the gain line, but he's there back in support is Kutsia. Kambule now brushes one player off, loses the ball in the process, and now it's on here. They're using that advantage. Can they get another? It's a reserve, a prop that's on. He hands it off.
It's going to be a try.
And it's going to be another.
Aye? Yeah.
As easy as you like. Something from nothing. And the 5-pointer is good from Shane Lee Simonsen.
Let gedip in die tackle.
Yeah, Simon's there.
Ja, as jy dip, nee, as jy dip in die tackle in.
Fresh pair of legs,
Ek
just
sal
a
kyk al
support
voor, okay,
play.
maar dip in die tackle.
Working
Dip in die tackle, okay?
all they feed off mistakes of Jeppe boys there, so why not go for it? It's good play, it's good transition of play from the Paarl Boys High. Unstructured play, that's what they call it.
When simple English, loose play for some of us.
Yeah, well, yeah. Loose in jail.
Tell you what's not loose, that strike there, it's straight as an arrow. And they go beyond, just on 40 now. To Paarl Boys.
So the idea was good here, but just have a look. The ball has been lost forward, immediately
Pounce.
And the offload was there, and he looked, another offload just coming in. The third offload in one movement in less than probably like 2 seconds. It's just a player's awareness around.
Touched. It's been touched.
So that ball is touched. So the advantage, Paarl. That first half there, Mac, almost knocking the wind out of the sails of Jeppe. They came out firing. We call it eating all your lunch at first break there.
Yeah.
You know, they gave it all in that first half, and seemingly not too much in the second. Good tackle, centre field. He's come alive, has Kambule.
Gee, not rolling away. Oh, well. After Kambule made a very important tackle.
Did you give this player some chance? Yeah, hold on. Captain, we'll kick out and then we'll wait, okay? Okay, you can go.
Yeah, it's just a well-spotted tackle there from
No, you need to go for touch. No, you need to go for touch.
He waited,
Yeah.
boom. Great tackle, nice and low, just using his lower body to drive him backwards.
And he got a bit of a sniper afterwards there.
Yeah.
Immediately going up there for the hammy. So they drive them back now to Paarl, just short, just inside the 22. Less than 10 minutes left in this one here. Sure, they're not done yet. Line out success there. The attempt was not the greatest.
Out, out, out! Out, out, out!
Still going here are Paarl, sticking to their structures. Here they come. Can almost smell it there. Try it is. You saw it coming from a long way away. And it's Christian, the reserve hooker. Goes in for another, does Grundling.
Yeah, this, you got to credit the forwards when they score tries like this. That's a well-worked move. Starting from the line out, just coming in, binding together. They spend so much time practicing how to maul, how to really get an upper hand when it comes to maul time. So it's credit to the coaches, really, because it's a technique. You got to do it in a certain way. And even if when you are defending it as a defensive team, it's always going to be very difficult just to stop a team that mauls very well.
Kick from similar position, unsuccessful on this occasion. And Mr. Shawnee Rasmus has rung the changes.
Yeah, the setup was good. You know, I like the way they just kept it going. Just have a look at the body position. All the players right up in front there, they're working very hard, including Christian, who's been just directing the play from the back, and they keep it going. They just moving across, and then right at the end there, it's spotted. The white line, then he went over.
Opened up like the Red Sea, didn't it? So kick receipt, successful jumping high there was the captain Dian Small. Cannon there with penalty.
Gee, they got to play. They can't be losing confidence, you know. There's so much to
Yes,
play for.
yeah, some
They did manage to
tired bodies
point.
out there.
Yeah, yes, I understand. But they did manage to put on 90 points. 19 points. So clearly they've got something on them. So they got to finish off on a high. That's a Jeppe boys. You got to keep going.
Still only the one change from the head coach.
Blue, this is the last time I'm warning you. You need to open the gap. Last time. I'm not warning you again.
He's not comfortable at all here, Kambule.
Advantage offside, number 3, white.
3 white offside. So they'll run with freedom here, will Paarl.
Still playing advantage for 3 white offside.
Jeez, they're very comfortable now with the ball in hand. That's Paarl Boys.
Number 3 white.
Well, they've been.
Kambule needs to come off. He is in such discomfort. He's doing an involuntary Dobeta on the field there.
Yeah, they need to bring someone else.
He's done.
He's cramping badly.
He's done for. Another player coming on the field to relieve him. Less than 5 to go. It really was a second half that Paarl turned it up a notch. A couple of notches, actually. And seemingly they're not done yet. New legs onto the park, so lots of energy still to go. Tackle made, but look at that continuation of play.
Playing advantage, number 5, never on side.
And why wouldn't you have a go into the 22? They come now.
That's fine.
They'll come back. There was a penalty advantage being played.
Wait, Captain, you have an option of
I
penalty.
wonder how many changes that were made from the Jeppe side. Not too many. I think it's a big factor, honestly, because you could see that, you know, they really just need some breather. And the players that are doing well from Paarl is all the boys that are worrying from number 16, 17, 18, 19. All the subs that...
Rudling scored the try there.
Yeah.
So plenty in the arsenal, and it hasn't affected their shape, hasn't affected their form. In actual fact, it's gotten better in some instances. So the comfortability of the coach to make those changes is really something for the management to be proud of.
Leave it!
Now, will they have one last go at it here, Paarl? They'll be thinking about it. Certainly won't stop playing until the final whistle. Double knock there will result in
knock-on advantage over.
Scrum
New knock-on.
for Jeppe.
Knock-on.
You look at body language just in screen there. Their high fives all round from Paarl. Their hands on hips and their heads down from Jeppe.
Oh, it's 3 minutes to go, so...
Contested, guys. Contested. Yeah. Why
Really?
contested?
Nothing to do now except just Jeppe boys just to throw almost everything right at the end.
Point. Sit.
Sima Corsa here to Sitole. Now a bit of a dink there from Kutsia. Has a look up, does Van der Merwe, beats one. Has a go again. Support plays opening up for them there. Oh, got sent for slap chips there.
Backwards.
Look at that messy play. They clean it up so quickly, they recycle even faster.
Leave it!
Straight through the middle, but he's brought down. Sucking some defenders in before launching the outside backs here. Can they get another one? They're close to the line. Tried to bully his way over, but gets stopped by two defenders on this occasion here. He had another go, but loses it forward. So they breathe again, do the black and white.
Yeah. Just for a bit of outside info, has how many games the Jeppe boys have played? Just leading on to this game?
So they had a game against Garsfontein. They lost that one by 37 points to 31. They then played a Pretoria Boys last Saturday. 36 points to 20 they won there. So this would be their third game of the season.
Yeah, the ball has been knocked forward there by
just wait, guys, wait.
Paarl Boys. He rushed himself there. He was already over the try line.
Yes, off celebrating already.
Yeah, but Jeppe will be happy. They can be avoiding 50 on the board. As there's quite a few players that have done very well. If you're looking at the boys high, a lot of candidates. If you ask me, I'd like to mentor who operate very well at 10. And perhaps maybe the forwards needs to get some glory.
Yeah, I'll let the forwards have a go. So a couple of them, Jaden Joubert as well.
Yeah.
He's had a fantastic game. He's had some very, very strong carries. Steph van der Merwe, despite his yellow card, has also had a very positive game. But the adjudicators have decided there that Ruben Damas, for his efforts in the trenches there.
Can we just ask that guy to go behind the dead ball line, please?
Man of the match for this game here. Congratulations to him. But really, he could have picked a number of players in that Paarl side. It has been a well-oiled unit. From the Jeppe side, a really good showing from Talent Sitole there. He's done really, really well. 2 tries there from Rashid Varga. Always a good game in from him. The front row, first half was good, but it all fell apart in the second half, I'm afraid, there. So a couple of players picking up their hands, but it'll be good victory for Paarl Boys. Similar-ish scoreline to last year. Remember, 43 points to 21. Paarl won last year. So he won consistency. Doesn't get closer than that. If you're the Paarl coach.
Yeah, they've lost it.
Leave it, Blue, leave it now.
has sounded, so this will be the last action. Jeppe here looking to clear their lines, almost messing that up horribly. Can they go from deep? Oh, big hit, big hit. And no arms as well there. So we're into dead time. They can still take the line out should they wish, and that's exactly what they do.
Gee, that's a totally different second half. I mean, Jeppe hasn't scored no points at all. I mean, they're still sitting at 19 points.
Backwards from Sitole, still juggling that ball there. That ball be lost forward. Had enough, have the black and white. It was even Stevens at half-time at 19 points apiece. But little did Jeppe know that they weren't even out of first gear yet with Paarl Boys. They win this fixture here by 45 points to 19. Congratulations once again, Ruben Damas, our man of the match for today's game.
Your ultimate destination for all your Toyota needs. Selling, buying, in need of Toyota genuine parts, or simply servicing your Toyota. Make NMI Toyota your top choice. Our nationwide dealer network is committed in offering service excellence and customer satisfaction. Choose NMI Toyota, where excellence meets automotive.